Hey. All right, let's get to the deck tech, everybody. But before I do, please like and subscribe if you want to see more MHayashi. But in all seriousness, if you don't like it later on, you can always unlike it or unsubscribe later on. But if you hit those buttons right now, then you won't forget. And this should be, I think, a very fun experience, and I hope so as well. So. Um, we're basically, so I know last time we got the trophy with the old Obosh version, but believe it or not, this Obosh version is actually my budget version. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this version though, and the crazy thing is it is possible that the budget version is actually better than the non-budget version. The only real thing that makes this version non-budget for the most part is the Bowmasters. It's weird. Bowmasters is one of the best creatures in the format, and I think it's an obvious include in this deck. But the funny thing is, since the format automatically warped around it and prepared for it, that's how sometimes you can get away with playing like budget decks that actually do better, because sometimes the format warps around better cards. That being said, if we're gonna lose Obosh to play Bowmasters, we also get to pick up some other nice cards we can't get in an Obosh version, namely Tourach is one. You'll note that I don't actually have Thoughtseize in this deck, either in the main or the sideboard. I've been of the opinion that between Tourach and a card like Inscription, oftentimes this is kind of good enough disruption. You can kind of just empty their hand. Instead of just taking one card out of their hand, you just kind of try to empty their entire hand. Plus, there's been more Omnath decks than ever before, and this card is actually surprisingly difficult for them to deal with. Some of them play Lightning Bolt, some don't, but and some of them play Fury and some don't. But oftentimes they only play either Lightning Bolt or Fury to deal with this. And even if they play both Lightning Bolt and Fury, sometimes they just don't see them in time. So and especially if we can get off like an Inscription or something and grow this even more. We also pick up Sheoldred's Edict. I'm of the opinion that this is probably the best removal spell in mono black. So it is nice that we actually get to play it because Obosh turns makes us not accessible. Between being able to hit a non-token or a creature token, like most of the time you can dodge this card getting blanked by silly effects like a warping whale creating like an Eldrazi token out of nowhere or something, or just getting blanked by random Grist tokens coming up or something. But the fact that you can also hit creature tokens in some matchups, like for example against Rhinos, where the tokens are actually bigger, and I have to imagine it's an even bigger deal in Legacy, where you can hit Merit Lage with this thing. It's just so versatile because it's funny. The nature of creature tokens are either that those are the most expendable cards, where it's almost not even worth a whole card to deal with, but they also sometimes are just like they actually create like very big and very strong tokens, and it's just nice that this card can pretty much funnel itself as needed between those two. But the number one nice thing about this though is it just also hits Planeswalkers. For 2 mana, as far as I know, this is one of the cheapest ways to deal with Planeswalkers that isn't like a gold card basically. And that's just very sweet. It's very rare that they have more than one Planeswalker, so for the most part, this card is just kind of an instant speed Dreadbore. As far as being able to hit Planeswalkers. Plus, this card can hit pro-black creatures too, if that's the only creature they have left. This card just does so much, and doesn't cost all that much mana. Okay, I think everybody and their mother has talked about Orcish Bowmasters at this point, so I don't think I really need to say much more other than just it's extra nice in this deck where we can reanimate it, and sometimes if we have 7 mana, we can even just tag on the reanimation as an afterthought if we're either discarding cards from the hand or dealing with a creature with mana value 3 or less, and that is very nice. And of course, Mazemind Tome, we've seen this in many other decks we play, and it's nice. It's nice here too. It's just this card is just a very overlooked, I think, very sweet value engine. Very cheap source of library manipulation, very affordable source of card advantage, and the life gain is just the cherry on top. Yep. Playing 8 pieces of ring hate because, we hate the ring, and admittedly, the main deck does not actually have that much we basically can't deal with the ring in the main deck. Okay, so that being said, offense you'd be surprised. We do have Bowmasters, which is can snipe them a good amount over under the ring. But between the ring losing life and surprisingly them decking, it actually is a we can sometimes beat the ring even without dedicated hate. But for certain decks which are particularly problematic, I'm thinking mostly the blue-black ring deck. Ironically, Omnath with Omnath's issue is that they have a hard time killing us, so sometimes we can actually deck them. But I would say the blue-black Dimir ring deck, control deck, is probably one of the more oppressive ring decks where we actually have to deal with the ring. We almost can never win through the ring. And if we ever run into a deck like that where we absolutely have to deal with the ring and we can't actually win without it, it's just nice to have these. And Damnation, I mean, this has been a very nice tech card for me, just being able to sweep the board. Also good against rhinos. There's just not as many combo decks floating around, which is why you may have noticed we're not playing Necromentia this time. Depending on how the meta shifts, it's possible that could come back. I got a feeling, though, that combo decks are going to be suppressed a lot by the ring. If the ring ever gets banned, they might come back, in which case maybe Haywire Mite becomes, yeah. But for now, I think this is pretty good, and yeah, let's see how the games go. Okay, match 1. Ooh, this one is kind of a close call. I think I'm going to mulligan it, though. Let's see what we end up doing. Okay, we kept, but I'm really not sure about this, because we kind of rely on them having something to put in the graveyard for us to actually cycle these. And it looks like they're playing exactly the type of deck that doesn't put anything into the graveyard. Thankfully, we rip a second land drop. But, okay, so thankfully at least it's taxes instead of hammer time. I thought this was going to be hammer time. If it was hammer time, we'd probably just be flat out of luck. Yeah. As much as, yeah, it's just, it would have been nice to draw that Bloodcheif's Thirst, but we gotta draw lands. So keeping a land light hand. Also, kind of punishing us here. Alright, well, at least we can Mazemind. Pay 2 to do it. Let's draw 3 cards. Draw a card and gain 4 life. Well, not draw a card, scry 1, my bad. Oof, gotta go to the bottom, and if we don't draw something, we're probably dead. Oh. Anyway, at least we got Tourach for games 2 and 3. Righty, match 2. Let's see how we sideboard. Okay, yeah, I didn't really see any 1 toughness creature, so we actually take out Bowmasters, believe it or not. Instead, we bring in Haywire Mite, 2 Blast Zones. I think that's a plan. We're bringing in Haywire Mite because of we know they almost certainly are playing Stoneforge, and we want to be able to deal with their equipment. I don't think they play any artifact creatures keep any artifact or enchantments that are not. I don't think they play any artifact creatures or enchantment creatures, so Haywire Mite is mostly just better than Tear Asunder in most circumstances where we need it. We're kind of wishing we had another Blast Zone now. Alright, put Tourach. This could get a little dicey. At least once we start Bloodcheifing, we can start clinging. Alright. Oh, please, no Stoneforge. Okay. Oof. Stoneforge could have just ended the game right there. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Okay, Ephemerate. That's interesting. We are winning the race. Thalia. Yeah, let's try the Bloodcheif. Man, and the mana screw here is definitely kind of mean. It's definitely not nice. Well, there's a Blast Zone. Interesting. Alright, we're going to hold back. I don't think they can really deal with the Tourach. Alrighty. I guess we'll hit Leon at Relic Warder. What is this? Oh, because that messes us up. We can put Blast Zone to 2 though, so turns out it's not really that big of a deal. Unfortunately, the Blast Zone on 2 is going to kill our Tourach, so we'll just play Damnation. Okay. I guess we'll just play another Tourach or another Damnation. Now I see the logic in playing Damnation because we don't want to play it. We want to play it before we deploy our Tourach. Aha. Well, it's kind of good we flush that out. If they draw no other creatures, they lose to lethal attacks because they can't block Tourach because of Pro White, and they can't block Hive unless they have another creature because of Menace. So, let's see. Alright, well, they live another day. Let's get rid of Solitude. Vigilance is pretty sweet, though. Okay. This is a little bit cutting it close, but we're probably gonna Damnation. Just in case they draw a Sword of X and Y. Huh, surprised I didn't. Oh yeah, I can actually kill both of those without having to kill my Tourach thanks to the Blast Zone. Nice. Too bad there's no artifact or enchantment to kill. More Solitude. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I'll play Damnation. But then they just die from a Hive. Okay. Very sweet. Alright, match 1, game 3. Sideboard. Yeah, same. Run it back. Oh yeah, we also took out Stone. What did we take out Stone for again? We took out Stone for... We could say we took out Stone for Haywire Mite. We took out... Oh yeah, Damnation. We took out Orcish Bowmasters for Damnation. That makes sense. I think Damnation did a lot more work there than Bowmasters would have. Yeah, Bowmaster is one of the best creatures in Modern, but as you can see, oh, actually, I forgot about Thalia. Bowmasters could be pretty good at sniping Thalia. I think it's a mistake for them to play Thalia, though. It kind of just gets eaten by Bowmaster for breakfast. Okay, this is very concerning. This is looking like it could just be game over. Oh my god. So we need to make something happen, and we need to make it happen like ASAP here. Sheoldred. We're taking a lot of damage. Okay, well, you know, if they play Solitude, that's just kind of probably the end. Interesting, we didn't play Haywire. Oh yeah, we couldn't because we can't play Archon and Haywire. Well, at least we slowed down the attacks. Alright, Damnation, that kind of bailed us out. Well, let's do it. I had to pay 5 because of Thalia. See, and say what you want about Damnation, but I think that would have just been GG without it. Let's kill that thing. Alright, I think we can tank one hit. The sooner we deploy Mazemind, the sooner we gain 4 life. Or not. That's a good one. Yeah. We could have Inscription the Leonin Relic Warden. Huh. I think that was kind of a mistake, but to be fair, they probably thought they just had the win. Because if we didn't play Haywire, they would have had the win. This is a close game here. Alright, fair enough. Okay, Sheoldred's Edict. I think we'll take it. Okay. Whew. Uh-oh. So I'm a little surprised that they attack this way. Yeah, let's do that. Gain some life. Ooh, that's a nice one. And then I'll draw like a Ghost Quarter. Okay, very sweet. Yeah, alright, let's get an attack in. Notably, Ephemerate does not save Sanctifier from Blast. That's another thing. That's another nice thing about Damnation too, is it also kind of incidentally hits pro-black creatures. Yep. Let the card advantage reign. Okay. Leonin Relic Warder. I think we're gonna Murderous Rider. Nice. And then get to draw another card. Play this. Draw another card. Surprised we didn't use Inscription, but I guess better to actually kill something. Let's gain some more life. You can kind of see this coming from a mile away. We'll Murderous Rider, play another. Or just Damnation, yeah. Maybe Damnation was better. Okay, that's fine. More Clinging to Dust. We could actually deck. And unless we're careful. Let's hive it up. Alright, sweet 4 life. Sweet Hive. Sweet Tourach. Sweet Haywire Mite. We're out of basics. They're not out of basics. Guess we might as well play this card. And that's that. Alright. Okay, match 2. And that will be a keep. So we have interaction. Oh, Hardened Scales. This could be tricky. This is a tricky matchup. Unfortunately, I can't deal with Urza Saga the same turn. I mean, they draw at least 1 token. I mean, they can produce at least 1 token. That Welding Jar also. Kind of a tempo boost. We gotta deal with this here. Hopefully Blast Zone does good work. Oh, Patchwork. Yeah, Patchwork. We have to probably play Bowmaster. If they don't play anything, thank goodness. Sniping a Patchwork with a Bowmaster is definitely we're going to respond to them casting something. There's no way I could punish for this. Okay. Alright. Alright, good. Okay. Okay, so we actually have this. What we have to do is we have to inscription that. Alright, and then make them sacrifice a token. Oh wait, we choose non-token. Oh, that sucks. We had them. Honestly, I shouldn't have shame scooped here, but that was just too brutal. I was so used to picking non-token creature. Oh my god. Alright, match 2, game 2. Same side learning. Obviously, Tear Asunder and Haywire Mite. Bowmaster was good that last game, but most of the time it's probably going to be pretty bad. So that's an easy card to take out. Tourach is too slow in this matchup, as is Stone. We could take out 2 Clings for 2 Forests. Yeah, we don't want to go below 12 swamps if we can help it. And all the lands basically are like very powerful spells in this matchup, so yeah. Oh, excuse the yawn. And we also brought in Damnation too. I mean, I have to imagine after sideboarding we're in pretty good shape. Okay. Alright. Kills Zabaz. Hopefully they don't play. Okay. Yeah, discard 2 cards, why not? I mean, hey, we're off to a good start. Kind of depends what else is in their hand. Okay, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Do we just die here? Okay. We gotta Agatha it up. I think what we want to do is we want to block and then hit Agatha. Still end up taking too much damage though, that's the problem. Damnation. Alright, it's Automaton. And let's Haywire Mite. I mean, okay, Walking Ballista would be very terrible for us, but anything else? Okay, Ozolith. But Ozolith is Blast Zone, and now it's a 3-for-1, which is very nice. Do we attack? I don't think we should attack. We really shouldn't, okay. We really shouldn't. Okay. Hardened Scales. We might want to Murderous Rider the Walking Ballista. Okay, this actually works for us. We can Tear Asunder. We're a little lower on life than we would like, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Ideally a Mazemind Tome or something to really pull ahead could be useful. I don't know about that. Yeah, I guess I had to, didn't I? This could be a make or break moment, but I really don't want to play Murderous Rider and then immediately die to top decked Walking Ballista. Of course, top deck Walking Ballista would be a nightmare. Regardless. Alright, well, could have used that a long time ago. I think our best course of action here is to just try to finish them off before they recover. Here's the yacht. That's a good woo. Okay, that's the worst possible card they could have drawn for us. But I think I can beat it. That should help. There's just a limit to just like how many powerful 1-drops they play. Alright, well, we have to be very careful here. See, everything's sorcery speed. But bringing them to 5 seems good. I mean, realistically, my thought process here was like, it seems pretty unlikely they could kill me from here. Because 1, 2, 3, and they attack for 4 with a Shadow Spear. But I was not expecting them to create a Zabaz and then to top deck in our Bone Ravager. Yeah, trust me though, Hardened Scales is a pretty niche deck. I think being able to hit Rhino 6 is better. All we needed to do is just hold back and beat you in easy peasy, and not punt by naming non-token creature. I guarantee you they're just hammering away on their keyboard and just kind of going about their day, not even thinking about it. But in reality, this was kind of a BS win on their part, but it is what it is. damage. 3. Yeah, man, it feels a lot better when we actually have good games and we both don't punt. I try to acknowledge it when my opponent punts, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see here. Okay, what is this? Looks like some kind of Golgari deck. Okay, it's Grist. This is where having Planeswalker removal really helps. And with Seiju, okay, so they have an Urza Saga. Alrighty. Yeah, might as well play this. I guarantee you they got Bowmasters. And the return Urza Saga. Okay, well, it's better than Bowmasters. Okay. Cling would have been good to exile Urza Saga a little earlier. Okay, we're probably going to cling the Urza Saga so that they can't, spell bomb. Yeah. God, I hate this shit. They just drew it, otherwise they would have played it on the Tourach. Let's kill that. Let's kill that. I just wanted to do that while I could. Taking too much damage here. We should not have kicked that. And we should not have done that too, because we couldn't cling the dust, gain life, but unfortunately we miscalculated it. Alright, match 3, game 2. I don't think there's much we want to sideboard. I don't know why we brought out Stone though, it's pretty good against their soccer recursion. I guess they wanted to bring in Damnation, yeah. Yeah, because like Damnation would have just won us the game there, so. Yeah. Hand is serviceable. This hand works. She's on Mazemind Tome. Alright. Oh, very easy. There's a Saga. We almost got punished if they had like Tamiya's safekeeping or something. Okay, I think we gotta hit the Elvish Reclaimer. Oh, yeah, maybe we just do this while they still have a hand. Makes for good blocks against the Elvish Reclaimer, although I guarantee you they're gonna use this against Saga. Only one field. This kind of sucks, but I don't think I want to draw that. Yeah. Alright, let's hit the Tarmogoyf. And this was a mistake. This was a mistake. I needed to play the Inscription. I guess I can chump block, but they're gonna get Shadow Spear. I can hit that right now though. I was hoping to draw a land off of Mazemind Tome, but can't always get that greedy. Yeah, that was one turn too late though. It was dreamy for 2. Alright, match 4. Let's get it going. Yeah, this is what I would say qualifies as a keep. Seem to be playing some kind of control deck. Okay. Oh, this is for Clown Math. Oh boy, buckle in, folks. This one could be quite a doozy. We definitely want to ping this while we can, get good value. If this is an Omnath deck, though, Tourach could be pretty powerful because a lot of Omnath decks play like exactly only Fury that can deal with Tourach. Okay. Did that after damage, so if they played Solitude, it would mitigate. Well, they're obviously going to Leyline Binding. Okay, they didn't. Interesting. I think we like that, don't we? Yeah. Alright, let's see if they play Solitude. Alright, I am Tourach. There's the Solitude. I am Tourach. Oh, the Beanstalk. I was hoping they would forget about the protection from white. Alright, well, we'll keep that too, I guess. Inscription of Ruin. Force of Negation. Yeah, I could attack, but then they'll just gain 3 life back. What's the point? I'll probably hit Stealing Forest, I guess. Or no, Squassid Borders. Even better. Okay, let's hit that. Let's hit that. Hopefully run them out of basics. Okay, so they're mostly like a blue-white control deck that splashes. What is this here? Okay. An odd overpayment. Okay. Okay, good thing we have 2 cards that deal with Planeswalkers pretty well. Probably want a Demolition Field that. Alrighty. We want to hit, yeah. We don't know what they could play with green or black mana, but we don't want to particularly find out. Yeah, might as well. And they are officially out of basics. So far, so good. Alrighty. I don't know. Okay, well, that's a good draw. That means we can back up. We can Sheoldred Edict a Solitude, which of course they have. When would they ever not have that, right? Boom. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what we sideboarded here for the next one. I brought in Tear Asunder. Took out 2 swamps. Okay, my thinking is they don't put us under terribly a lot of pressure. I don't even see any indication that they play red and 6. I don't even know if they play red, period. So I think we can afford to wait until turn 3 to crack a field to get our black mana. And Tear Asunder is just like for 4 mana, it's another sort of destroy target permanent sort of effect. Planeswalkers, hit whatever. But for 2 mana, it can also deal with Chalice of the Void. And in these blue-white control type decks, I'm very familiar with their sideboard Chalice tech. Sometimes it's even in the main deck. Alright, so they're probably going to... Okay. Yeah, we're just going to try to Inscription them. You might as well draw 2 cards if it's a... Oh, okay, I thought that was gonna be a Archmage's Charm. If you get Inscriptioned, I'd recommend not countering with Archmage's Charm. I'd recommend just drawing 2, because it's the same thing if you think about it, drawing 2, discarding 2, but you get to select which 2 you want to discard. Okay, well, hey, one way or the other, they discarded 2 cards, whether they just wanted to discard that Supreme Verdict in their force, or whether they wanted to force it. I mean, they styled on me a little more by forcing it, but at the end of the day, they still ended up discarding 2 cards, if you know what I mean. Okay. Alrighty. I'm guessing this is a Teferi Hero Dominaria. Alright. This is so much more manageable, though, than a One Ring. I'm so glad that they're playing this instead of One Ring. Why would you play Teferi, though, over One Ring? One Ring costs 1 less mana, protects not only itself, but you better, because of indestructibility, and because it gives you protection on turn. It's just pretty solid. So we're going to try to crank this Ratchet Bomb, or rather this Blast Zone, up to 6, so we can rescue our Mazemind Tome from the clutches of evil. Okie dokie. Okily dokily. Okily dokily. Alrighty. Don't mind if I do. Alright, we can even draw a card after we blast it. Feels pretty good to me. Okay, Teferi is what it is. Okay, now we're going to get rid of that Leyline Binding. Draw a card. Let's see here. Force Negation. Good thing we got another one. Teferi, Teferi. La 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 la. Might as well tap. Yeah, we're going to Bloodcheif's Thirst. Draw a card. If the Leyline Binding is now, it already did its work. Alright. It's fine. I was only going to draw 1 more card. So I think my thinking is I don't want to play the Murderous Rider because they're just going to do that, but I probably should have played it. Because I don't know, with 3 cards in their hand. You would have think I'd play Bowmaster, wouldn't you? I think I'm playing like a little too defensively. But I guess you can blame me, it seems to be working out. Okay, here, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna double Bowmaster, I think. And if they counter one of the Bowmasters, we can block. With an Orc army token. Alrighty. I don't mind if I do. Just drawing so many cards, man. It's quite remarkable, because we know they got Solitude. We know they got it. They're not fooling us. Okay, maybe they don't have it. Okay. Okay. Gain 4 life. Draw some more cards, because why not? Kind of drawing an insane number of cards. Alrighty. Please no. Okay, I was a little bit worried they were going to play Solitude and then Ephemerate it. Oh, that would have been like, that would have been a 3 for 1, or 3 for 2, I guess. 4 for 3, I mean 4 for 2 actually. Because they get a Solitude out of the deal too. Thankfully, it did not come to pass. So do I just go for the win here? Maybe. Maybe. Alrighty. Alright, we're at 20 cards left in our deck, and they're at 24. Modern, man. Modern, like, players dig so deep into their library nowadays before the game ends. Okay, well that, I think, seals the deal. Well, that definitely seals the deal. Why would they do that now? Oh yeah, because I guess they have to during their pitch. But that seals the deal, because now we do that. We do that, and they can't block the Hive. Okay, we were dumb. We miscounted the mana. But I think we got this anyway. Miscounting mana aside, we still have this. Okay. Alrighty, that's good. All we needed to do was to play a discard spell, clear their hand, and then attack with the Hive, but we just kept, I think, miscounting our mana. It's a little bit early when I'm recording. Maybe it was early when I was playing too. It's not the same day though, but alright, cool. Alright, match 5. Let's finish on a high note, shall we? Cling to Dust always looks nice. Oh man, yes, Murktide. I always love playing against Murktide. Win or lose, I think Murktide is a pretty good benchmark for good Magic. It's a good back and forth. It's a good Dragon Rage Channeler eats a Bowmaster to the face. Of course, that obviously is an exchange that's very good in my favor, but it's a good back and forth, you know. Okay, so I'm not going to run the Inscription right into a counterspell or Spell Pierce. Just not. I probably would be way too conservative by not attacking, but I knew they'd have a Lightning Bolt. I just knew it. We're trying to limit their red sources. Already. Yeah, we might actually. Oh man, only 2? Is this if this is the new thing in Murktide where they're only playing 2 islands, we'll take it. Yes, Murktide players cut more islands. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, with only 2 basic islands, they get run out of basics so quick. So, like, so, you know, oh man, this is talk about a non-game. This sucks. I'm just playing this up for Murktide, because I think Murktide is the only thing we're kind of afraid of at this point. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we can cling. Probably want to cling instead of hit Express Federation, I think. Or Preordain. Preordain's a little better if they happen to have Snapcaster. Okay. Yeah, let's put this up too. We're gonna make it very easy to get this on Murktide mana. Putting Blast on 7 is very nice. Go, so of course they play Murktide, but we've already got Blast on basically ready to go. Kind of funny that I did that. I guess I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to tap them out for that. Okay. I'm a little surprised I did this. But I guess again, if I force them to play red mana, it's pretty good. We don't want them to auto war that. What do they get? Orcish Bowmasters, that's fine. Out of fetchables. Alright. Alright, match 5. Game 2, let's see. Yeah, you know, Tourach can be sweet. I just basically swapped Tourach for Damnation, and the reason is I think we've got a very good matchup for the most part, but like our main vulnerability is if we get hit by Murktide, because although we do have Bloodcheif's Thirst and Murderous Rider and Sheoldred's Edict to hit Murktide, the Bloodcheif's Thirst is very unideal, being 4 mana. The Murderous Rider also costs 3 mana. And, yeah. There's just, since all my answers, except for Sheoldred's Edict, are a little heavy. Oh, there we go. Alright, might as well. Okay, I was a little worried of Force Negation, but... Robber of the Rich. Oh, we don't have more cards in our hand than them. That's good. Play that out before they can counter it. Okay. I was gonna say, I was kind of inclined not to tap it, but the life gain is not irrelevant in this matchup, so might as well. Although being able to draw 3 versus 4 cards off of this can be a pretty huge distinction. Okay, I don't know why they're doing that, because they can't really gain that much value out of that. I think they're out of basics. Blue, draw more fields. We're definitely kind of light on the fields today. Okay, that's a Murktide. I think we're gonna Mazemind Tome. The reason being is that we want to play around Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's a good draw. Sheoldred's Edict. Alright, that's fine. Sheoldred's Edict again. I think we're gonna field. No, actually, we're gonna hold up for Rakadash, Bowmaster, and all. Okay, fair enough. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, fair enough. They're out of basics. I guess we might as well. Oh yeah, we get to do this. We get to Undelirium them. We want to hit the sorcery because if they play an instant, we don't want that to save them. Yeah, and that plays around Spell Pierce too. Spell Snare still hits it, but not Spell Pierce. Alright, so I liked it. And with that, get to finish with a 3-2 at least. Very nice. Okay, post-league wrap-up. I think that was I think, it could have been worse. I don't think on a scale from 1 to 10 that this was like the best showing, so it's definitely not a 10. But I also don't think this was the worst showing ever. I mean, aside from the Hardened Scales matchup, that was absolutely a winnable matchup. I actually think this was kind of a 4 out of 10 on a scale from 1 to 10 as to how good of a showing this was. Not because I think the deck did badly, but because I think we could have done much better. So one thing I've actually been wondering is, do I want Thoughtseize in the deck? The problem is I just feel like Tourach is a little too well positioned right now because of all these Omnath decks running around and having a 4/3 body that is pretty relatively difficult for them to deal with, plus taking 2 cards at random from their hand is just very sweet. Plus, this didn't come up much, but having another body that we can return with Inscription is pretty nice. Here's another interesting card, actually. I'm not even sure I want Thoughtseize because actually I played this in a budget version for a little while, and actually, I actually kind of like that I didn't have to lose 2 life. I mean, you have to pay 1 more mana for it, but it might honestly be worth it to pay 1 more mana not to lose the 2 life. If the game goes long, that 2 life really adds up. But in any case, yeah, we could have beat the Golgari deck too, but that was more a function of us just getting, I think, unlucky and not drawing enough field effects. But as far as play goes, I don't think we misplayed quite as badly as the Hardened Scales deck. I think when our play was more on point, I think we felt like we had a very good chance to beat just about anything we faced. Well, anyway, hope you all enjoyed. You can play around this with different options. Like you can try to squeeze a Fatal Push in here. I would recommend playing Bloodcheif Thirst though before Fatal Push, believe it or not, in this meta. There's just like the number one reason is all these pitch elementals. Like Bloodcheif Thirst can hit those, and Fatal Push couldn't. It's the ability to hit Planeswalkers is very nice too, and especially red and 6 for 1 mana. But the number one reason is just against the Omnath decks. It's just yeah. Anyway, yeah. With that said, thank you to my patrons: Adrian King, Gavin Downer, Daryl, B-Train 4, Savage O's, Jules Varro, Kevin Robach, Owen Schwinnerman, S. Robertson, HJCLIU, Sophus Garrup, Erwin Lopez, Stanley Franks, Jeff H, Brian H, Z. Cole Smith, Andrew Watts, Michael Patton. Thanks a lot, everybody, and until next time.